Well, a few weeks ago I think I said Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I can now say Happy New Year again. Well, Chinese New Year, which we are in the midst of as I'm recording this video, so everybody's off work. And luckily, just like last year, as you can see the sky, absolutely fantastic. Sorry, I better get this way, there's a bit more light. And this got me to thinking about traveling during holidays. So right now I'm standing by the 61, which is going south. As you can see, traffic is actually not so bad. But this is not always the case. So there are some routes, of course, that are better than others, and some which are absolutely horrible. So if you are planning to travel during the holidays, my suggestion, and I think this goes for anybody really, is travel to places where you know they're not going to be touristy. I can give you an example. Yesterday, I was heading to the Central Weather Bureau main meteorological center or monitoring station, which is in the northern tip of Taiwan. And I have to pass near Taipei Zoo. Sorry for the wind noise. Now, near Taipei Zoo, there is something called the Maokong Gondola. Now, this is an area that, I've ridden through it many times before, and it maybe takes me 5-6 minutes. Yesterday, it took 45 minutes. Now, you're saying to yourself, Keith, and why did you take this road? Well, first of all, it's the only road that goes to the area that I had to go. There's another one, but that would mean making an absolutely massive detour, which there was also a lot of traffic. Now, the thing about holiday travel, which I actually love doing, which is quite interesting. So there is this thing, the Maokong Gondola, which goes up in the mountain. It's a gondola, nothing really spectacular. I was thinking of actually going there one day and showing you some video, but it's kind of the... So, as I was going there, I saw something rather interesting. There was a queue of people. And in the queue lines, they had these barriers that were set up. Not barriers, signs. And the signs were things like, if you're waiting here, it's 10 minutes. If you're waiting here, it's 20 minutes. They were all like in 10-minute intervals. And when I turned the corner to pass in front of Taipei Zoo to get to the road that I was going at, I was shocked. There was a 2-hour queue to get on the gondola. Now, as you can see, the weather is absolutely beautiful today. And I can't understand why somebody would want to queue up for 2 hours when they actually could be doing something else. So, during holidays, if you're going to travel, try to go to places where not too many people are going to go. Now, the reason why I went to that spot, which I had been to before, and if you watch some of the other videos, it is probably one of the best places to see a sunrise from, which is the reason why a lot of people go there. But it's a place that even during holidays, a lot of people don't go to. The road is not in great condition. There's still some earthquake damage on the road, but people just don't want to go up there. The other interesting thing is that the temperature difference. So we are in winter in Taiwan. Now, winter in Taiwan is a bit of a joke. 12, 13 degrees centigrade at the coldest. When I got up there, it was maybe 3, 4, and extremely windy, but I had lunch up there nevertheless. But it was actually quite enjoyable. Now, the other thing that you should try to avoid, especially if you're going to be traveling during the holidays, is leave early. Leave early. Now, when I mean leave early, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you will always avoid the traffic where you're going. It's amazing. This is part of the reason why, for example, and it's something that I've said many, many times before, the reason why I don't like traveling with other people. You have a schedule, first of all, and you want to leave early to avoid traffic, and then there's always somebody who they drink too much the night before, they have a hangover, they don't get up till 10 o'clock, and then guess what happens? You're stuck in traffic. And then you don't get to your destination until rather late. And it's just not enjoyable, which is the reason why I like to leave early. I mean, I've left on sometimes 4:30 in the morning, get to where I'm going, cover as much distance as possible, 300-400 kilometers, and I pretty much have the whole afternoon and the evening free to take it easy and see the sights of what's around me. Now that's the way I like to travel, which is, like I said, the reason why I like traveling alone. But it's traveling during holidays can be fun, but if you don't work it out correctly, it can be a real pain in the backside. So where am I going next? Well, I'm just having a quick coffee at the cafe behind me, which you cannot see because they're doing construction to build another building, which I think is going to house a restaurant at some point, probably by the summer. There is a very interesting temple that we're going to go to in a couple of minutes from here. It's very close, which I visit on a fairly regular basis because it is quite fascinating, especially during holidays. So let me go and pay for my coffee. Let me get everything ready on the bike and we'll head over there. And I think you'll be, it is quite interesting. That's the only thing I would say. It is interesting.
接一杯奶茶好了。
Anyway, that's a little bit of the temple that I came to see. Actually, the only reason why I come here once a year is there's an old woman who has a shop here that for some reason I just ended up saying Happy New Year to every year. Yeah. Actually, this is the location I've been to before. If you watch the video that we did on the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride a few months ago, I'll put a link in the description box below. This is where the ride ended up. You may remember the whole scene behind me was full of motorcycles at the time, and this was the event place where there was a concert and they had food stands which it took place, and you can hear jets overhead because this is in direct line of the Taiyuan airport. Anyway, that's sort of what I was doing this Chinese New Year. The week I have a couple of more rides coming up. I'm not doing any long rides this year. I'm doing short rides every day. Well, short rides meaning maybe 150 to 200 kilometers a day, going to places that I know many tourists or people on vacation this week are not going to go to. As I was saying earlier, try to avoid main roads. Anyway, that's it. That's all for now. Like, comment, and subscribe in the box which is below, which you see right now, and I will see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.